Good morning, Anne. Are you well?
I'm very well, thank you, Tony, and you too.
I'm very well, thank you. This slight dip, is that anything to be concerned about?
No, not at all. The IEB had an increase in the number of schools that were writing matric for the first time, and I think it's just a process of adjustment. It's about 10 to 12 learners, so it's not a significant change.
It's not significant at all.
Yeah.
Okay, so 89.51% of your candidates who passed the 2019 exams achieved a pass rate that allows them to study for a degree.
Right.
Is that also what you expected?
It's in the region. It's also slightly down from last year, but again, not significant. So we're not concerned about it. I think it's something that the schools will adjust to very quickly.
Okay. So one of the key things that keeps coming out and we're concerned about when it comes to producing these matriculants in South Africa is students taking on these subjects that really matter with this much touted fourth industrial revolution, with this mathematics and science and so forth. As the IEB, are you pushing students to take on those subjects?
We certainly are. We usually manage about a 2/3, 1/3 breakdown between mathematics and mathematical literacy. What is pleasing is the number of students that take subjects like IT and computer applications technology, of course. Physical science is about 50% uptake. And they do well. They pass well, and we're very happy with that trend, certainly.
Okay, when you say 2/3, it's 2/3 taking maths,
yes,
and then 1/3
maths
literacy as a whole. When you look at the system that you've created as the IEB, is it gearing up, for the kids in terms of this fourth industrial revolution, not just in mathematics but in critical thinking as well?
Very much so. I think any good teacher will take whichever subject they're working with and use that information to create an environment of critical thinking. Because critical thinking is about understanding the underlying concepts more than being able to remember what the concepts are. Yeah. It's about the application, and I think just about every subject in our curriculum enables teachers to make use of the subject matter to develop that thought process in children.
Well, what do you think as the IEB of this touted, exit route at grade 9?
Yeah, I'm not sure that it's an exit route. What it signifies is a change in direction, which I think we have been lacking in our country. Not everybody should, and not everybody can go to university. And if we look at our economy doesn't work only on university graduates. There's a whole range of economic activity that doesn't require university. So your technicians, your IT, your computer, your electronics, your electricians, your trades, and that isn't lesser learning. It's equally as important for our society to have the vocational streams as well as the academic streams.
You're talking simple things like when I was at school, I mean, there was woodwork and all of those things existed. Why have we kind of shifted away from that? What's the problem?
Yeah, it's a very tricky thing to understand. I think a lot of it has to do with the perception that university education opens all doors for you, which is not exactly true. Depends on what degree you do and what field you work in, whether those doors open or don't. We've heard about graduates who are unemployed, and technically the reason they're unemployed is because they don't have a particular skill that they can immediately apply in the economy. So for me, I think it's a tragedy that we missed that boat, and that we aspired for everybody to do an academic matric. It's a problem, because it's not satisfying for the learners, who work hard and get nowhere, seemingly. And also it doesn't serve our economy. We have scarce skills in areas where we shouldn't have it at all.
Lastly, and for those with any queries who might want a remark of their papers and so forth, how long do they have?
They have until the end of next week, I think, next Monday.
Okay.
to do that.
What's the process?
They simply apply. That we can do it online, or they can contact the IEB offices,
Yeah.
or work through their schools.
Okay. All right, fantastic stuff. Thank you so much, the CEO of the IEB, Independent Examination Board, and Oberholzer coming in. Of course, the IEB achieving 98.82% pass rate in this year's matric.
Thank you
Congratulations.
so much.